Do you?
Konjungsi bukan, Mister.
Ah, no. Unfortunately, no. Not conjunction. Reza, do you have any idea what pronoun is? Yes, sir? Do you have any idea what pronouns is? No. Okay. Salma?
Kata ganti, Mister.
Ah, could you give me an example?
Yang kayak you, he, she, it.
Okay. So, yeah, kata ganti ya. But do you know how many of them? How many types of them? Ada berapa jenis sih pronoun itu? You don't know? Yang paling familiar for you is I, you, we, they, right? He, she, it. Okay, let's start with this. Oh, the connection. Ah, look at this. Nah, jadi kalau yang namanya pronoun itu there are so many types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least we've got 8 types of pronoun. Now, let's see. Salma, do you have any idea if myself, yourself, himself, things with self at the back of the words? What do we call it? What pronoun is it? Yes, Salma? This one, do you have any idea? Yes?
Maybe possessive.
Possessive. Okay. Good. Nice try. Okay. Are you there? Mhm. What do you think? My, your, his, her, it's, our, their. What pronoun is it? Yes, Kate? Do you have any idea? Hmm. Just guess it. It's fine. Just guess it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is it?
Possessive adjective.
Possessive adjective. Okay, that's great. Hersel? This, that, these, those. I think I already give this material to you back then. Do you still remember what pronoun is it? Yes.
Indefinite pronoun.
Indefinite pronoun. Okay, nice try. Reza, are you with us? Are you chiming in? Reza, me, you, him, her, it, us, them. What kind of pronoun is it? Reza, are you there? Oh yeah,
Personal, Mister.
personal pronoun. Okay, good one. Personal object or personal subject?
Object, Mister.
Object. Okay, let's go back to Salma. I, you, he, she, it, we, they, Salma.
Personal pronouns.
Personal pronoun. Nice. Nice try. Okay. Who, whom, whose, which. That. The man who is standing there. The girl who is beautiful. That's the way how we use this pronoun.
Apa ya? Relatif.
Relative. Okay, nice try. Hersel. Mine, yours, his, hers, it's, ours, theirs. What kind of pronoun is it? Reflective or demonstrative?
Reflexive.
Reflective. Okay, and the last one, probably Reza, is it demonstrative? Someone, anyone, everyone, no one. Yes. Okay, let's put here.
Hmm,
Yes, Reza, ada yang mau dicek di sini? Or you agree with the answer?
bentar, Mister.
All right, please. Do you agree with the answer? If there's something that you disagree with, you can say it, and we are going to change it.
Kayaknya itu aja, Mister.
This one. Okay, Salma, do you have any objection? The answer? No? Okay. No. Herzl? No? Okay, it's fine. Let's try to submit. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, ada yang kebalik ya. Okay, let's see. Let's see the answer. So this is your answer. Myself, yourself. Kalau ada self, saya sendiri itu reflective or reflexive pronoun. Karena merujuk pada diri kita sendiri ya, merefleksikan diri. Kalau this, that, those, these itu kita nunjuk sesuatu. Nunjuk tuh demonstrative. So this, that, those itu demonstrative. Then ini mine, yours berarti possessive pronoun. Kepunyaan, kepemilikan. Is it yours? No, that's mine. Gitu ya. Oh, no, no, no. It belongs to his. His car. Hers. Gitu ya. Itu possessive pronoun. So it's supposed to be in here. Reflective supposed to be there. Nah, indefinite harusnya ke sini. Someone and demonstrative to this. Itu kebalik aja. So that's the answer. Oke, jadi yang namanya pronoun itu banyak kata ganti. Ada yang demonstratif, ada yang posesif, tergantung dari fungsinya masing-masing untuk menunjukkan apa. The correct answer, this one. Oke, oke, itu perkenalannya tentang pronoun. Dan ada satu, there is one pronoun that I'm going to teach you. Oke, look at this right now. So what is pronoun? Kita bahas dulu dikit. Pronoun, not this one, I think. Sorry. Wait, yeah. Wait. Let me fix this. I think we missed the slides. Wait. Hmm. Why is it mistakes? Mhm. Okay, a couple minutes, wait. Oh, okay, I know what's the problem is. All right, wait. Oh, okay, so we miss this. Ah, it's supposed to be this. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. Uh, oh, have you seen the share screen already? No? Oh, wait. Udah muncul share screen? Belum ya? Wait, kenapa belum? Ah, yeah. Okay, let's see. So, what is these words are? Tadi yang namanya pronoun. Pronoun is a word used to replace a noun to avoid repetition. Jadi fungsinya cuma buat menggantikan kata benda supaya tidak berulang and make sentences smoother and clearer. Jadi kalimatnya lebih halus dan lebih jelas. Simple definitionnya, a pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun. It can replace people, things, places, or ideas. For example, just like this. If you use the word he, it could be replaced the word boy or man. Or refers to, a man. He or she replace girls or a woman. The gender for the woman. They replace students, a plural noun. It replaced to book, things, animals, you can use it. We replace I with the others, right? We, itu kata ganti semua. For example, instead of saying Maria is smart, Maria studies hard. Kita bisa ganti Maria-nya, then we say Maria is smart, she studies hard. Jadi lebih enak, kita nggak ngulang-ngulang, gitu ya. Kalau misalkan ada yang lain, boleh diganti sesuai dengan kebutuhannya. Gitu. Alright, let's talk about pronoun. But now, I'm going to give you this, something that we call is indefinite pronoun or adverb. Ada yang pernah dengar what is indefinite pronoun or adverbs? Okay. No? Salma? No? Hersel? No. Or perhaps Reza?
No, Mister.
No. Okay. Let's see, what is indefinite pronoun? Look at this. Kita tebak ya. Mister punya kata everyone, everywhere, everything. Sama. What do you think the answer?
I think everything.
Everything I know is going to soccer game. Okay, let's try. No. Okay, nice try. Okay.
I didn't know anyone at the party.
Anyone at the party. Anyone.
Anyone.
Oh, sorry. Anyone at the party. Ah, good job. Now, Hersel. There's blah, blah, blah in the fridge. I'm going to the store.
There's nothing.
Nothing. There's nothing in the fridge. I'm going. Good. Correct. Reza, what do you think? Are you going away, blah, 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 next weekend? Yes, Reza.
Everyone.
Oh, are you going away, everyone? Everyone? All right. Let's try. No. No, Reza. Let's go back to Salma. Let's buy blah, blah, blah at the mall this afternoon.
Something.
Something? Correct. Good. How about this, Kate? Let's go back to you.
Someone.
Someone answered the phone, but it wasn't your brother. Okay, let's see. Correct. Good. Hersel. I arrived early and there was blah, blah, blah here.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, let's try it. No. Okay. Reza, I looked blah, blah, but I couldn't find your new wallet. Yes, Reza?
Mister.
Yes.
Yes.
Which one? Somewhere, everywhere, or
Everywhere, Mister.
I look everywhere, but I couldn't find your new wallet. Ah, good. All right. Salma, let's go back to you. I left my bag, but blah 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 at the gym.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay. Let's try it. Good try. How about this? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten blah 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 today. Okay.
Apa ya? Bentar.
I haven't eaten.
Something?
What is it?
Something?
Something? Okay, it's right. It's fine. No, definitely no. Okay, it's fine. Karena kita baru kenalan ya. Let's see the answer. You give this answer, it's supposed to be ada yang salah ya. Kita lihat, oh nggak bisa show the answer. Oke, kita bahas nanti ya. Ini everything, everyone, anyone, nothing gitu ya. Atau somewhere, anywhere. That's a word that we call like this. We call as indefinite adverb. Sorry, indefinite pronouns. But when it refers to place, we call it as indefinite adverbs. Gitu ya. Indefinite itu apa sih? Salma, do you know what the meaning? What is the meaning of indefinite? Indefinite? No. Okay. Hersel? No. Reza? What is indefinite? Ada kata indefinite nih. What is indefinite? Do you know what is it? No? Oke, kalau tidak tahu it's fine. Indefinite means umum. Jadi nggak merujuk pada spesifik, tapi umum. Somebody, siapa sih somebody? Salma, do you meet somebody today?
Seseorang.
Ya, umum ya, nggak spesifik siapa. Someone, gitu ya. Do you find anything, Salma? No, nothing. You say, where is it? Somewhere. But you could find it anywhere, I think. Itu umum gitu ya. Jadi kata ganti ini masih masih pronoun tapi sifatnya umum untuk menunjuk pada seseorang atau benda secara umum. So they refers to unspecified people. Unspecified artinya tidak spesifik. Sifatnya masih umum. Refers to people, things, or places. Means we don't know exactly who, what, or where. Gitu ya. Jadi itu yang namanya indefinite pronoun. So we are going to talk about this. Now look at this. Oke, look at. Kita coba lihat functionnya. Ada yang merujuk pada, tadi dibilang ya di slide sebelumnya. Indefinite itu merujuk pada 3 hal. There's 3 things that indefinite pronouns talks about. Place, people, and things. So what do you think somebody, Salma?
People.
People. Okay, nothing.
Things.
Things. Hersel, everywhere.
People.
Everywhere, people. Okay, it's fine. Reza, somewhere.
Place, Mister.
Place. Okay. Let's go back to Salma. Anything. Thing.
Things.
Things. Good. Nowhere. Okay.
Places.
Places. Hersel, anything. Thing.
Thing.
Thing. Reza, anywhere.
Place, Mister.
Play. Oh yeah, places. Oh, let's go back to Salma. Everybody.
People.
People. Anybody. Salma. Salma K.
People.
People. Something. Hersel.
Things.
Things. And nobody. Reza.
Nobody the people, Mister.
Oh, people. So, is there anything that not related to
Everywhere.
oh, everywhere is put here? Nobody. Okay, good. Kita cek. Oh, nice. Nice. So, now you can see it, right? Kalau yang belakangnya where, itu pasti merujuk pada tempat. Tapi kalau yang belakangnya body, itu pasti ke orang. Kalau things itu pasti merujuk pada benda atau kita bilangnya indefinite adverb. Good. Now, look at this. Jadi kalau misalkan dilihat yang merujuk pada orang itu not only body, but something that ending with one. It related to people. For example, somebody, someone, anybody, anyone, nobody, no one. Both of them are referring to people, right? Things, yeah, it ends with thing. It uses to explain about things or refers to things or the idea. Something, anything, and nothing. Where it just, yeah, correct. It refers to place, just like somewhere, anywhere, or nowhere. Okay, so please take a note. Body and one means exactly the same. So you can say somebody, you can say someone. For example, Salma, did you meet somebody today? Boleh. Atau Salma, you meet someone today? Boleh. So dua-duanya boleh dipakai. Ya, it doesn't really matter. Yang jelas dua-duanya referring to people. Okay. Sampai sini, is there any question before I go to or jump into the next slides? Is there any question? No? Okay. If there is not, look at this right now. Let's see the general meaning and use. How we use it. Okay, kita coba lihat gimana sih cara pakainya. Let's take a look. We talk about ending some. Gitu ya. Someone, somebody. Yang depannya ada some. Bisa ke someone, bisa ke somebody. So, some used mostly in positive or affirmative sentence. Jadi tolong hati-hati kalau kalian pakai kata someone, kata somebody, somewhere, gitu ya. Itu harus dalam kalimat positif. Kalimatnya harus kalimat positif. So be careful. For example, there is someone at the door. Gitu ya. I bought something for you. Can I have somewhere to sit? Or would you like something to drink? Gitu ya. Kenapa, Sir? Kok ini kan negatif, Sir? Ini kan pertanyaan, Sir. Ya, tapi dalam bentuk request. Boleh. Kalau kalian meminta sesuatu, you can use some. Can I have some water, please? Can I have some coffee, please? Itu request. Boleh. Some masih boleh digunakan di situ. Tapi most of them itu digunakan dalam kalimat positive. Okay? Is it clear? All right. So I will jump into the next one. So please clearly take a note. Some use the sentence, positive sentence or affirmative, or somehow on the request. And how about any? Any used in negative or interrogative question sentence, right? So, or in conditional clauses. For example, is there anybody in the room? Gitu ya. Is there anybody? Jangan bilang is there somebody in the room? No. You cannot use somebody, but anybody. Okay? I don't have anything to eat. Jangan bilang I don't have something to eat. No, you're not required to use that. Pakainya anything karena negatif. Salma, do you have any friend? Do you have any friend? Misal nanya ya, punya temen nggak? Yes, I have. Gitu. Kalau pertanyaan sama pakainya any juga. Contoh yang ketiga, did you go anywhere yesterday? Kamu pergi ke satu tempat nggak sih kemarin? Gitu. Use-nya anywhere. Nah, atau kalian ketika menggunakan conditional sentence yang if clause itu pakainya any juga. If you see anyone, tell me. If you see someone, tell me. Nggak bisa. Harus pakai anyone. If you go somewhere, no. If you go anywhere, just hit me. Gitu ya. Jadi kalau conditional sentence pakainya any. Pertanyaan any. Negatif itu sudah jelas. Pakainya any. So be careful with that. Is it clear? Ya, ada yang mau ditanyakan dulu? Salma? No? Okay. No? Okay. Now let's go to the next slide. No. Nah, ini yang dimulai dengan no. Contoh, no one, no nothing, nowhere gitu ya. Used to express a strong negative meaning. You don't need not in the same sentence. Jadi kalau sudah ada nowhere, nothing gitu, jangan pakai not lagi. Karena ketika kita pakai nowhere, nobody, nothing, itu udah strong negative meaning. Ya, artinya sudah strong negatifnya. There is nobody in the class. Jangan bilang lagi there is not nobody. Enggak ya. Jadi tetap bilangnya there is nobody. Enggak ada siapa-siapa. Nah, jangan pakai not lagi di sini. Karena tanpa kita kasih not juga, ini sudah menunjukkan memang tidak ada siapa-siapa. Ini it has a strong meaning. Gitu ya. We did nothing all day. Jangan bilang we did not nothing all day. Tapi bilangnya cukup we did nothing all day. Oke. Yang ketiga, there is nowhere to sit. Nggak ada tempat lagi nih. There is nowhere to sit. Ya, jadi kalau yang ada no depannya itu jangan pakai negatif lagi. Cukup pakai yang pronounnya aja. Indefinite pronoun. Alright, sampai sini. Ada yang mau ditanyakan nggak? Salma? No? Oke, coba lihat. There is nobody here. Udah jadi double negatif itu nggak boleh. Harusnya there is. Nah, sir, kalau misalkan mau pakai not gimana? Kamu pakainya any. Boleh. Gitu ya. Contoh yang ini. There is not. Nomor satu jadinya apa? Nobody. Kalau pakai not jadinya apa, Salma? Number one. Pengen pakai not di sininya. Kira-kira nobody-nya diganti jadi apa?
Anybody.
Anybody. Oke. Kalau yang ini, yang kedua, Mister pengen pakai not nih di sininya.
Jadi anything.
Anything. Hersel. Kalau Mister pengen there is not di sininya. Nowhere-nya jadi apa? Jadi
Anywhere.
anywhere. There is not anywhere to sit. Gitu ya. Jadi jangan kamu menggunakan dua negasi. Karena yang pakai no, nobody, nothing, nowhere itu sudah negasi. Artinya sudah negatif. Gitu. Tapi kalau masih mau pakai not boleh. Balikin lagi. Pakai yang any. Karena any untuk kalimat yang negatif. Oke, sampai sini ada yang mau ditanyakan? Salma? No? Oke. Oke. Reza or Hersel? No? Oke. Now look at this. Ini the usage detail. Kita lihat penggunaan secara detailnya ya. Look at this. Nah, ini yang berakhiran body sekarang. Body sama one. You still remember it refers to a person, right? And they are interchangeable. Interchangeable itu apa? Boleh berganti-ganti. Kamu boleh I meet somebody atau I meet someone. Boleh dua-duanya. Nggak ada yang larang. Gitu ya. Contoh, somebody, someone itu untuk positif, anybody atau anyone itu untuk kalimat negatif atau question masih sama. Nobody sama no one itu untuk negatif yang tadi. Penggunanya sama. Cuman merujuknya pada orang. Nah, my question, Salma. Ini kan boleh dipakai dua-duanya ya. Betul nggak? I meet someone, I meet somebody. Ada bedanya nggak sih? What is the difference between someone and somebody? Salma, Kay, Harsel, and Reza. What is the difference? Yes, Salma? Or Kay, Hansel? Do you have any idea? Salma, Salma, I meet somebody there. Kay, Kay, I meet someone there. Apa sih bedanya? Atau nggak ada bedanya? What do you think? Do you have any idea? Salma, kayaknya udah senyum-senyum tahu jawabannya deh. No? Okay. No? Really? Hansel? Tahu jawabannya? Do you know the difference between somebody and someone? Okay, it's fine. Reza, perhaps. Apa bedanya somebody sama someone? Anybody sama anyone. Nobody sama no one. No? Do you have any idea? Okay, it's fine.
No,
Bedanya. Ya, gimana? What is it, Reza?
no, Mister.
Oh, no. Okay. So this is the difference. Okay. When you use one, is a bit more formal than body. For example, someone call you sama somebody call you, mana yang lebih formal? Yang someone. Jadi kalau Salma mau nyeritain nih, tadi ketemu sama seseorang, ada cowok cakep nih misalkan. Hey, 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 I meet someone handsome there. Boleh, nggak jadi masalah. Tapi karena ke temen, biasanya dia pakai somebody. Sama bilangnya, KK, I meet somebody handsome there. Gitu ya. Tapi pas Mister tanya, Salma, cerita apa sih? Oh, Mister, I meet someone handsome there. Nanti ya. Jadi hanya penggunaannya aja someone sama somebody yang berakhiran one itu biasanya lebih formal dibandingkan dengan yang body gitu. Nah, ini misal cuma minta sama kalian nih kadang-kadang bukan hanya semoga kalian enggak ya, tapi my students when they do writing lagi nulis nih masih sering menggunakan somebody gitu ya. Kalau writing harusnya menggunakan someone. Itu kalau yang di spoken, kalau yang diucapkan, kamu boleh pakainya somebody. Ke Mister juga sebetulnya boleh kalau diucapkan tuh pakai somebody, gitu ya. Tapi akan lebih baik menggunakan someone karena lebih sopan. Itu aja bedanya. Is it clear? Tahu ya sekarang? Jadi nanti kalau misalnya kalian diminta nulis sama gurumu, terus kalian harus menggunakan kata ini, pilih di antara duanya. Kalau nulis berarti harus formal, pakainya someone, anyone atau no one. Tapi kalau lagi ngomong boleh pakai somebody, anybody, atau nobody. Jelas ya? Itu penggunaan yang akhiran body and want. Oke. Let's go about this. Kalau yang berakhiran things, ending with things, used for object, ideas, or action. Jadi merujuknya sama objek, idea, atau action. For example, something, sama ya penggunanya. Kalau something itu untuk positif, anything itu untuk question. Pokoknya yang any, itu pasti question sama negatif. Kalau nothing ya tadi, strong negative. For example, hey, she said something, but I didn't understand her. She said something. Negatif ya kalimatnya, but I didn't understand her. Atau yang kedua, kita pakainya anything. Are you doing anything at weekend? No. Jangan bilang, are you planning doing something at the weekend? Jangan ya. Karena kalimat tanya, pakainya anything. For example, Hersel, did you do anything to your friend? Itu boleh. Jangan bilang, hey, did you do something to your friend? Nggak bisa pakai something. Harus pakai anything kalau kalimat tanya. No, Hersel said, I didn't do anything. Kalau pakai did not boleh pakai anything. Tapi kalau enggak, no, I do nothing to him. Gitu ya. I do nothing to him. Saya nggak melakukan apa-apa sama dia. Gitu. Itu kalau kalimatnya strong negative tadi. No, I do nothing. Itu bedanya. Kalau yang things itu reflect to object, ke benda jadinya, ke idea, atau ke action. Contoh kayak gini kan. Action nih. Are you doing anything? Kamu mau lakuin sesuatu nggak? Itu nanyain actionnya. Kalau she said something, itu ke ideas. Gitu ya. Itu penggunaan yang thing. Nah, kalau where, ini karena possessive, apa namanya tadi? Adverb, dia merujuknya ke tempat. Use for places only. Penggunaannya gimana, Mister? Sama. Kalau yang pakai some itu untuk positif, yang pakai any itu untuk question atau negatif. Kalau yang pakai no itu untuk boleh positif kalimatnya tapi artinya strong, negatif. Contoh, they live somewhere in the South England. Sama-sama, you know where Keiza lives? Oh, she lives somewhere in Dago, for example ya. Di mana? Ya nggak tahu, pokoknya mah di Dago aja. Pernah kan kalau ditanya kayak gitu? Kayak rumahnya Bu siapa ya? Bu Salma misalkan ya, atau Pak Reza itu di mana ya? Misalkan, ih nggak tahu, ih di mana? Ya pokoknya mah somewhere lah in Dago. That's correct. Somewhere kalau itu. Terus nanyanya gimana? Sama-sama. For example ya, atau Hersel. Do you know anywhere to sleep? Misalkan ya ngantuk nih, pengen nanya ada tempat kosong nggak buat tidur ya? Do you know anywhere to sleep? Gitu ya. Atau did you know anywhere to go? Lagi boring nih, pengen pergi nih kemana? Anywhere to go gitu ya kalau nanya. Atau yang tadi negatif, there's nowhere to park. Jangan pakai negatif, jangan pakai not lagi. There is nowhere to park. Nggak ada tempat buat parkir. Gitu. Balik lagi kalau misalkan sir mau pakai not deh Isna, boleh. Tapi nowhere-nya kamu ganti jadi anywhere. There is not anywhere to park. Gitu ya. Itu tinggal dibolak-balik aja penggunanya. Pokoknya somewhere yang ada some itu pasti buat kalimat positif. Any itu untuk question atau negatif. Kalau yang no itu biasanya untuk yang strong negative meaning. Oke. Now look at this. Iya, kira-kira apa nih jawabannya? What you need to do, wait. What you need to do, look at this. Fill the gaps isi yang bagian kosong with appropriate indefinite pronoun. Something, anything, nothing, somebody, anybody, or nobody. Gitu ya. Nah, biar kalian agak ini, Mister kirim linknya ya. Coba kalian kerjakan dulu. Mister kirim di ini, di apa namanya? Di chat. I give you 5 minutes. Nah, itu linknya. Coba dikerjakan dulu. Nanti kita bahas bareng. Go ahead. 5 minutes. Coba tebak. Something, anything, nothing, somebody, anybody, or nobody. Two more minutes. But if you finish, you can open your camera. One more minute, guys. Okay, time is up. Let's see the answer. Okay, Salma and Hersel, could you turn on your camera, please? Okay, let's discuss it together. Um, wait. Okay. Okay, Salma, Hersel, and Reza. Okay. Do you have any idea what's number one? Hello, is there
Anything?
anything I could do for you? Okay. You seem to be lost. No, I'm going to call my daughter. I'm sure she can do. Salma? She can do
Something.
something. Okay, about it. Is there Hazel at home? Hazel,
Anywhere.
what is it?
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay, anywhere at home, but nobody answered the phone. Perhaps there is. Sorry, it's supposed to be here, yeah. Anywhere. Okay, sorry. Reza, yes, there should be
Somebody, Mister.
somebody, somebody at home, but nobody answered the phone. Perhaps there is Salma. Perhaps there is
Nobody.
nobody. Okay, nobody at home. And that's why they don't answer. Are you sure you don't need K?
Everything.
Everything? All right. Well, actually, there's Hazel.
Hmm.
Well, actually, there's you could do for me. Could you give?
Anything.
Excuse me?
Anything.
Okay. Actually, there is anything you could do for me? Oke, kita coba cek ya. Tapi sebelum dicek, ada yang mau diperbaiki nggak? Salma, Kay, Reza, Hersal? No? Mau ini aja? Sorry. Oke, let's check. Anywhere. Ini harusnya Salma, did you have any idea?
Anybody.
Anybody. Sorry, anybody. Okay, are you sure you don't need
Anything.
unit?
Anything.
Anything. Very good. Well, actually, there is Hersel. Are you there, Hersel?
Something.
Something. Something. Let's check. Sorry, I misspell it. Good one. Jadi gitu ya cara pakainya. Hello, is there anything I could do for you? Karena dia question, kita pakainya any. You seem to be lost. I'm going to call my daughter. I'm sure she can do. Karena ini positif, kita pakainya some. Something about it. Is there? Ada tanda tanya nih, berarti apa? Question. So we use any. Karena any itu bisa dipakainya di question atau negatif. Is there anybody at home? Yes, there should be. Nah, ini positive sentence, pakainya some. Ke orang, somebody at home, but nobody answered the phone. Perhaps there is. Nah, ini strong negative. There is nobody at home. Nggak ada siapa-siapa di rumah. And that's why they don't answer gitu ya. Ini negatif. Pertanyaan juga kita pakainya any. Nah, ini kalimatnya positif nih, nggak ada not-notnya. Berarti kita pakainya some. Something atau somebody gitu ya, yang cocok. Oke, good one. Ih, udah mulai kebayang nih kayaknya. Oke, look at this. Ini ada sedikit catatan kalau di grammarnya. Oke, ada 3 hal. There's 3 things that you need to remember. Something that you need to remember bahwa indefinite ini, indefinite pronoun ya, atau indefinite adverb, itu dia singular fungsinya. Jadi jumlahnya cuma 1. Nggak lebih dari 1. Tidak ada yang plural. Maka kalau singular ketika dia subjek, dia harus diikuti dengan auxiliary verbnya itu singular. Kalau pakai kata kerjanya misalkan itu singular juga. Contoh, somebody Nah, kalau misalnya pakai kata it-nya it atau its di sini sama.
It.
It, it aja. It atau its?
It kayaknya.
It. Somebody itu jumlahnya berapa?
1.
Satu. Dalam simple present, kalau subjeknya cuma satu, kata kerjanya harus berakhiran
It.
s. It's. Gitu ya. Somebody. Ingat ya, pokoknya kalau dia apapun dalam kalimat, dia jumlahnya singular, cuma satu. Gitu ya. Somebody is at the door, nothing has changed, gitu ya. Ini kalau kamu buat kalimatnya nominal, kalau dibuat kalimatnya verbal, berarti verbnya harus mengikuti aturan jumlah subjek yang singular. Masih ingat ya? Nominal sama verbal? Oke. Itu yang pertama. Jadi fungsinya dia jumlahnya cuma satu. So, singular. Hati-hati dengan menggunakan pilihan auxiliary verbnya atau kata kerjanya. Oke, let's see number two. Nah, hati-hati. Tadi balik lagi ya, namanya juga indefinite. Artinya dia nggak jelas. Kalau ternyata harus merujuk pada gender nih, tadi kan kadang kata ganti itu ada yang gender ya, gender base, ada yang laki-laki atau perempuan. Maka kita pakainya yang gender neutral, yang netral aja deh itunya, jangan pakai he atau she atau his atau her gitu ya. Tapi pakainya their atau their. Contoh, someone left their bag here, gitu ya. Someone, karena kita ininya nggak tahu dia laki-laki atau perempuan, ya udah kita pakainya yang gendernya netral aja. Jangan pakai someone left his bag here. Kalau pakai his, someone-nya bukan indefinite lagi dong. Udah jelas laki-laki atau perempuan. Paham ya? Balik lagi, namanya indefinite. Indefinite itu nggak jelas. Makanya kalau ada reverse objeknya atau kepemilikannya, pakailah yang netral. Pakai they atau their yang jamak. Oke? Hati-hati. Terus, ini yang terakhir. Catatannya tadi jangan sampai kalian menggunakan double negatif. Kalau mau pakai not, gitu ya, di sininya pakai nothing. Sorry, kalau pakai not jangan pakai nothing. Tapi kalau pakai not dia pakainya anything. Balik lagi ke penggunaan any. I don't know anything. Tapi kalau pakai kalimat positif boleh I know nothing. Tapi pakai nothing. Gitu ya. Tolong hati-hati. Ini yang sering-sering salah nih. Misal kalau ketemu sama murid Mister, hey, 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 do you know that she took the wallet? No, Mister, don't ask me. I don't know nothing, katanya. Bukan. Tapi kalau mau pakai not, I don't know anything. Tapi kalau nggak pakai not, bilangnya I know nothing, sah. Itu artinya saya pokoknya nggak tahu apa-apa, walaupun kalimatnya nggak ada notnya. Paham ya? Tolong hati-hati dengan penggunaan definite pronoun. Ada yang mau ngambil IELTS nggak? Sama mau coba IELTS? Atau K? Atau TOEFL deh? Nanti kayaknya kalian kuliah, Hersel juga, Reza juga. Kalau kalian kuliah, terus mau coba masuk jalur mandiri nih, bukan jalur yang dari pemerintah. Kalian tesnya menggunakan tes TOEFL. Dan kalau tes TOEFL, grammarnya di beberapa bagian paling sering dia menggunakan indefinite article sama noun phrase. Nah, itu yang ditanyakan. Makanya kenapa Mister kasih ini, kalian harus paham apa itu indefinite. Nih, yang biasanya dikeluarkan di ujian mandiri itu tiga aturan ini. Karena ini yang paling sering salah. Makanya ini yang sering dijadikan pertanyaan. Hati-hati. Kalau ya indefinite, dia pasti singular. Dan biasanya nanti yang ditanyainnya ininya nih. Atau kata kerjanya. Ini tolong diingat kalau ada indefinite sebagai subjek, dia fungsinya jumlahnya cuma singular. Yang kedua, Biasanya ini kalau di soal tuh ya, biasanya someone left bagian there-nya itu dikosongkan. Nanti ada ABC. Ada his, ada her, ada its pilihannya. Kamu diminta untuk cari ada they, ada their. Nah, kalau kayak gitu, ingat-ingat kalau yang namanya indefinite, gendernya itu nggak kita tahu laki-laki atau perempuan karena tadi ya namanya juga indefinite nggak jelas. Maka pakailah yang netral, yang merujuk pada pronoun yang lain, kata ganti lain, tapi yang gendernya netral, netral, they atau their. Kalau they, mereka, kita kan nggak tahu mereka tuh siapa kan. Nah, pakailah yang netral. Nah, pertanyaan yang ketiga biasanya ada kayak gini nih, terus bagian belakangnya dikosongin. Nanti anything, something, gitu ya, isinya tuh pilihan ABC-nya. Kamu harus tahu. Nah, ini tolong diperhatikan baik-baik. Tiga bagian pertanyaan ini. Ini yang hasil analisis Mister di 5 tahun ke belakang, apa 6 tahun ke belakang. Kalau soal mandiri ke UGM, ke Unpad, gitu ya, atau ke UI, ini selalu ditanyain tiga hal ini. Jadi tolong diingat baik-baik. Oke? Oke. Ada pertanyaan? No? Oke. Kalau nggak ada, bisa lanjut ke slide selanjutnya. Oke, look at this. Kita practice ya, sedikit. Next. Kalian tinggal pilih aja, somebody, someone, something, atau somewhere. Salma, if somebody asks you about what did she say, what will your answer? She said
Something.
something. Very good. Okay. If someone asks you about what have you lost, your answer will be I have lost
Somewhere,
Really? What have you lost?
something.
Something. Ke benda ya. Apa yang udah kamu ilangin? I have lost something. Oke, Reza. If somebody asks you, where did they go? Your answer will be they went. Reza. If somebody asks you, where did they go? Your answer will be they went. Are you there?
Bentar, Mister.
Okay. Somebody, someone, something, or somewhere.
Somewhere, Mister.
Okay, good. Where did they go? They went somewhere. Good. Hersel, who are you going to phone? Somebody asked you this. And your answer will be, I'm going to phone.
Somebody.
Oh yeah, somebody. Boleh somebody, boleh someone. You can use either both of them, okay? Boleh pakai keduanya. Nice. Mudah ya? Kau, how about it? How about this? What did you say? Salma, someone asked you, what did you say? What is your answer?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, where are you going?
Nowhere,
Nowhere. Very good. Hersel, what do you want?
Nobody.
Are you sure? What do you want? Apa maumu? What?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Reza, who are you looking for?
Nothing.
Really? Who are you looking for?
Who, who,
Who itu biasanya merujuk pada
nobody.
nobody atau no.
No one.
Oke. Nah, guys, look at this. Kalau kalian menggunakan kalimat ini, kalimat tanya ini pada seseorang, tolong hati-hati ya. Ini what did you say bukan berarti kalian, artinya memang minta mengulangi apa yang dikatakan sama orang ya. Betul kan? Tapi tolong hati-hati. Ini biasanya digunakan ketika orang marah Salma marah nih. Misalkan diomongin sama Kay. Salma kesinggung. Marah nih. Salma bilangnya, what did you say? Artinya Salma marah sama orang itu. Tapi kalau Salma nggak marah tapi minta mengulangi lagi, excuse me, could you repeat that for me? Gitu ya. Itu nggak marah. Nah, tolong hati-hati makanya. What did you say? Jangan bilang kayak gitu. Itu artinya kamu sarkastik atau sinis atau marah sama orang. Be careful ya. Good. Kalian udah mulai kebayang nih jawabannya. Now, how about this? Kita lihat another level ya. Ini eh, beberapa pertanyaan yang Mister ambil dari SIMAK UI. Ternyata di SIMAK UI ada nih pertanyaan yang indefinite article, tapi levelnya agak tinggi nih. Dia diikuti sama adjective atau diikuti sama infinitive. Kita lihat ya. Tapi ini cuma muncul di tahun 2018 sih. Sama 2022 gitu apa 23. Cuma satu pertanyaan lagi. Ada aturan kayak gini. Something, anybody, atau somewhere dan yang lainnya. Atau kita bilang indefinite article itu ternyata bisa ditambah dengan diikuti sama adjective. Oke, aturannya we can use something atau yang indefinite-nya ya, follow by an adjective to describe them. Artinya cuman untuk menjelaskan aja ini tuh siapa, somewhere itu apa gitu loh maksudnya. Nah, biasanya kayak gini example-nya. Ntar, bisa hapus dulu. Nisa juga aneh kenapa di UI ngeluarin soal ini agak janggal. Contoh, ada kalimat, did you meet anybody interesting at the party? Gitu ya. Ketemu sama seseorang yang cakep nggak ya? Gitu maksudnya. Jadi interesting di sini untuk menerangkan lebih jelas siapa anybody-nya. Walaupun sebetulnya anybody-nya kan nggak jelas ya. Tapi kita kasih entity. Pernah kan nanya kayak gitu? Kemarin kamu ke BIP ya, for example, atau ke Ciwok ya, ketemu yang cakep nggak? Nah, gitu kan? Pernah ya? Atau ketemu yang menarik nggak sih? Nemu barang yang menarik nggak sih? Nah, kamu boleh ketika mengungkapkan benda yang menarik nggak? Benda yang oke nggak? Nah, itu artinya indefinite, kamu tambahin di belakangnya adjective. Gitu ya. Contoh kayak gini. Ini interestingnya untuk describe anybody. Atau yang kedua misalkan, we always go to some place. Let's go somewhere different. Nah, ayo ke tempat lain lagi deh. Gitu loh. Ke tempat lain lagi deh. Gitu. Somewhere different. Jadi setelah somewhere, kamu ikuti dengan adjektifnya different. Jadi kita yaitu ngejelasin ke satu tempat yang beda lagi gitu loh. Jangan di sini bosen gitu. Atau kayak gini. What's that letter? Nah, it's nothing important. Pernah ketemu ya? Bukan, bukan. Ini bukan hal yang penting. Bukan hal penting lah, gitu. Nah, itu penggunaan, kalau di bahasa Indonesianya gitu, di bahasa Inggris itu penggunaan indefinite yang ditambah dengan adjective. Jadi kalian boleh menggunakan ini ya. Fungsinya, adjective ini hanya untuk sedikit menerangkan nothing-nya itu apa. Atau yang ini different-nya apa, gitu. Itu ya. Dan ini terakhir yaitu tadi 2018 sama 2022 apa 2024. Kalau di soalnya itu, di soal yang seingat Mister ya, di SIMAK UI itu ada satu kalimat kayak gini, terus di sininya dikosongin. Nanti pilihannya ada interesting, ada interest, ada interested, ada have interested gitu ya. Kalian diminta untuk pilih. Nah, kalau ketemu kayak gitu, kamu cek dulu, oh ini ada anybody nih, indefinite. Berarti setelahnya biasanya diikuti sama adjective. Nah, kamu harus tahu pola-pola kayak gitunya. Oke? So, be careful with that. Ini simpan buat simpanan kalian, bank pengetahuan sebelum nanti kalian kelas 12, masih jauh sih, tapi simpan aja. Itu ya. Atau yang keduanya yang diikuti sama to infinitive. Ada juga. Nah, we can also use something atau indefinite ini followed by infinitive. Infinitif itu apa sih, sir? Itu loh yang ada to ditambah kata kerja bentuk pertama. To go, to eat, to sleep gitu ya. Nah, itu namanya to infinitive. Jadi pola kalimatnya itu ada indefinite-nya, then followed by to tambah verb one. Ini verbnya verb satu ya. Kalau to infinitive itu verb satu. Karena infinitif itu nama lain dari verb satu. Oke, contohnya di example will be like this. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. Gitu. Okay. Okay. Are you there? I'm thirsty. Is there something to drink? Okay. Is there something to drink for me? Something to drink. Ada sesuatu yang bisa diminum nggak? Gitu. Pernah ya? Woi, lapar woi. Ada yang bisa dimakan nggak? Nah, pernah gitu ya? Nah, itu namanya indefinite yang ditambah dengan to infinitive. Kalau di bahasa Inggris pakainya gini. Something to eat, something to drink. Nah, kayak bisa minum kan? Something to drink. Nah, that's it. Atau yang kedua, he hasn't got anybody to talk to. Anybody that can he talk to. Jadi dia belum nemuin nih orang yang bisa diajak ngomong gitu. Ada yang bisa diajak ngobrol nggak sih kalian? For example ya, I haven't got anybody to talk to. To talk to. Gitu. Atau there is nowhere to go in this town. Woi, jalan-jalan yuk. Ah, di Bandung mah nggak ada tempat yang bisa dikunjungin. Nggak ada tempat yang bisa dikunjungi. Kalian boleh bilang, there is nowhere to go in Bandung. Nowhere to go. Kalian boleh pakai ungkapan ini. Nah, ini juga pernah ada. Kalau sama yang dikosongin itu bagian sininya. Nanti ada verb ing, ada to infinitive, ada yang cuma it-nya doang. Nah, kalian harus mulai bisa menganalisis. Oh, ada indefinite. Kemungkinannya kalau nggak pakai ing, pakai to infinitive. Cari aja jawabannya. Dan biasanya nih, bisa kasih tahu. Di pilihannya tidak pernah ada pilihan yang merujuk pada dua jawaban yang benar. Jadi kalau ini kan bisa diikuti sama verb ing ya, sama adjective bukan ing. Sama to infinitive. Pasti salah satunya yang muncul. Kalau ada to infinitive, yang adjektifnya nggak ada di jawaban. Tapi kalau di jawabannya ada adjektifnya, yang bagian to infinitive ini nggak pernah ada. Jadi jangan takut. Kalian cuma cukup hafalin, oh setelah indefinite article, pasti yang bisa diikutinya sama to infinitive atau sama adjective. Itu aja. Okay? So be careful with that. Alright. Before I continue to the next slide, is there any question for you? Salma, do you have any? No? Do you have any? Mister pakai. Do you have any? Okay. Do you have anything to ask? No? Hersel? No? Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Let's see practice number 2 ya. Kayaknya kalau nggak salah ini yang terakhir deh. Look at this. Oke, Mister minta gabungin kayak gini deh. Contoh, Mister punya ini. Misalkan Mister punya ada dua kolom, kolom A dan kolom B. Masih ingat tadi ya? Ini kalian diminta untuk menjawab complete the sentence menggunakan yang to infinitive. Contoh, we don't go out very much because there is nowhere to go. Go-nya udah nih, nowhere to go. Yang kedua sampai 8 kira-kira jawabannya apa ya? Coba deh kalian kerjakan dulu. Boleh ditulis aja di kertas itu nanti kita bahas. I give you 5 minutes. Kira-kira jawabannya apa? Go ahead. Kalian pilih satu dari sini, kemudian pakai to infinitive, cari pakai kata to, kemudian cari infinitifnya di sini sama kayak ini ya. Kita pakai nowhere, tambah kata to, pilih satu dari sini si infinitifnya atau kata kerja bentuk pertamanya. Jadinya dapat jawaban. Nowhere to go. Oke, go ahead. 5 minutes. 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. One more minute. Okay, guys. Let's discuss it together. Could you open your microphone and also your camera, please? Thank you. Now, let's start from K. K, could you answer the number 2? What is the answer? Could you read this first and then answer the question?
There isn't any food in the house. We haven't got anything to eat.
Very good. Anything to eat. Very good. Let's see, Salma. Yang bagian sini boleh diulang-ulang ya.
I'm bored. I got nothing to do.
Nothing to do. Very good. Nothing to do. Ini nothing. Aduh, susah nulisnya. Pokoknya nothing to do aja ya. Yang itu semua. Hersel. Number 4.
Why are you standing? Because there
is not.
nowhere to do.
Are you sure? Kalau dia berdiri berarti
Anything
anything to
to sit.
sit. There is anything to sit. All right. Reza. Number 5.
Would you like something to drink?
Very good. Would you like something to drink? Yes, please. A glass of orange juice. All right. Number 6. Let's go back to K.
All the hotels were full. There was nowhere to stay.
Nowhere to stay. Good. Yes, nowhere to stay. Salma.
I want something to read.
Something to read because I'm going to buy a magazine. Very good. The last one, Reza.
Children need somewhere to play.
Boleh. Children need somewhere to play. Anak-anak tuh perlu tempat buat bermain. Boleh. Ada satu lagi. Hersel. Masih nomor 8. Tadi Reza udah pakai somewhere, berarti jangan pakai somewhere. Masih ada satu lagi. Kira-kira apa? Children need
Something
to
read.
boleh. something to read, atau something to play, atau something to drink. Very good. Boleh pakai somewhere, boleh pakai something. Good. Tahu sekarang ya, the way how you use it, Salma? Oke. Ya. Nah, itu penggunaan ini itu akan membuat kamu atau kalimatmu atau ungkapanmu lebih menarik. Dan biasanya kalau native speaker, mereka lebih senang menggunakan indefinite pronoun dalam percakapannya. Hey guys, I need something to eat, katanya. Daripada bilang, guys, I'm hungry, I want to eat. Lebih lebih natural sama dengan native speaker ketika kamu bilangnya, guys, I'm hungry, I need something to eat. Karena orang-orang luar tuh biasanya gitu pakainya. It's cold, I need something to warm me. Something to warm me. Gitu ya. Nah, itu tolong dibaca-baca lagi, tolong digunakan. Please keep practicing how to use it. Itu akan membantu bahasa Inggris kalian lebih natural. Oke, nah ini Mister nggak akan kasih sekarang. Ada satu bagian lagi. Kalian kerjakan di rumah untuk latihan. Oke? Ini ada satu bagian. Ini bagian paling akhir. Kalian diminta untuk ada bagian yang kosong. Jawabannya apa? Just find it out. Oke? Ini untuk praktis kalian di rumah. Ada 15 soal. Alright, sampai sini dulu. Is there anything? Is there anything you want to ask before we close the session? Okay. No, Hersel? Yes, Hersel? Is there anything you would like to ask? No? Reza? No? Okay. Salma? Anything to say? Okay, no. If not, thank you very much for your coming. Nanti rekamannya Mr. Share mungkin besok ya. Dan presentasinya Mr. Share sekarang setelah pertemuannya Mr. tutup. Dibaca lagi dan jangan lupa ini bagian terakhir kalian kerjakan buat latihan. Okay? Thank you very much. See you next week. Okay? Have a good night. See you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Mister.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mister.
You're welcome, guys. So have a good night.